Sauce Walka has finally responded back to the claims from several YouTubers, including the fans too. Don't just blame YouTubers, bro. The fans said it too. That he was involved in the murder of his artist Sayso P. Now, listen, I may have played with the title just a little bit, but I've never said that Sauce Walka has something to do with it. As a matter of fact, I think I've defended Sauce Walka a couple of times. I can't really tell you any YouTuber who for sure said Sauce Walka is involved. I feel like we have explored the fan theory. We have poked holes in the fan theory as well as point some things out that would go into the fan theory. Fans will point out certain things like the rainwater theory. Like when rainwater came out, I think on Clubhouse until Whack 100, they let Sauce Walka live. They could have gotten Sauce Walka too, but they decided to let him live because their issue wasn't with Sauce Walka, it was with Sayso P.
Nah, I heard they stood over Walk and realized it was Walk and said, "Nah, you good." He knew what he did and ran off.
Oh, they stood over it.
Yeah, and realized it was Walk.
Oh, they didn't know it was him.
They ain't know him now. Buddy from there, he was popping this on that Sprinter. Like we back, I'm back here. You know, he was popping this shit. I'm here. Ain't nobody gonna do shit. I'm with South Walker.
Oh yeah, he tripped.
With rumors like that floating out there, how could you not blame people for asking, hold up, bruh? People vicious enough to commit a body in broad daylight, they let a witness go? That don't make sense. But come to find out, they never stood over Sauce Walka. They just sort of ignored Sauce Walka and went directly to Sayso P. And to add the insult to injury, he did an interview in the middle of everybody speculating whether or not this was a backdoor. And not only did he say he has no problems with the people who did it and the people who killed Sayso P, but he also shouted out Sayso P's ops, CEO Jizzle, in the interview.
It's nothing for, I got a different type of power and
Real
love,
talk,
bro. If
bro.
I
Real
wanted
talk.
it to be that, it would be that.
Be that, yeah. We know that.
That don't mean, that don't give me the, I got people that I love out here. I got a lot of respect out here. I got families and coalitions of different brothers out here from Bread Gang, my big homie Head, Endless. You know what I'm saying? I got in the streets all over here that love CEO Jizzle, just a bunch of different gangsters that's all around the city. They got a personal love for me.
I will say the narrative that you were involved is probably 50% on you, 50% on the YouTubers, the content creators, and the fans who have been pushing this narrative without any proof. So Sauce Walka has finally had enough. So he took to his social media to issue this message to anybody claiming that he has something to do with it.
Oh, hey, it's one of them days. It's one of them days, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole world been waiting for me to speak. They been wanting to hear, you know what I'm saying, how I feel about this spiel. So we gonna make this little public sauce announcement like this right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, sauce of P, say so P. Niggas out there, gay ass, lame ass, idiots. People just post anything on the internet for clicks and views. It's dumb. Y'all talking about sacrificing my brothers. No, nigga, I changed my brothers' lives. That's what sauce gotta do. I changed niggas' I changed niggas' situations. I turned niggas hood niggas to billionaires, and shout out to that a zillionaire.
Sauce Walka is a good dude, but I don't know now one soul who signed on Sauce Walka who became a millionaire. I don't know now one soul signed to Sauce Walka who's a millionaire. So I feel like he's added some extras on it though. But Sauce do give opportunities to people around him. Now, the one problem I have with this though is Sauce used this opportunity for him to speak on Backdoor and Sayso P for the first time. He used this to parlay it into promotion for something else. And to me, that's kind of like, that's nasty work, bro. Like, this should be a standalone video where you are addressing that. You shouldn't try to parlay this man's death or the attention his death is going to get and try to parlay it into something else. That's nasty. But Sauce Walka, I don't feel like anybody really have any type of tangible proof that Sauce Walka is involved. All people have is speculations. Now, unfortunately for Sauce Walka, like the day he did this, a day later, another angle of the footage dropped and people begin to really think that some backdoor activities happen. Sayso P is in the white next to the black truck. Now, from the angle that Sayso P is at, cars coming from the angle they're coming at can't see Sayso P or where he's currently at. They can't see that Sayso P. But for some reason, somehow, even though they couldn't see him on the come up, they knew exactly where he was at. Watch. You see how they slowly driving up? There's no way they could see Sayso P. But they hopped out the car with no hesitation and went directly to Sayso P and started opening fire. So a lot of people is asking questions like, hold on, bruh. How they know he was there? How they knew exactly where to find him? How they get the location to this address? And when they got to the location, how did they know he was behind that vehicle when he was in a blind spot and couldn't be seen by anybody driving up? A backdoor did happen. Whether or not the backdoor came from Sauce Walka, I haven't seen any proof it did. But to act like a backdoor or something like a sacrifice is just so outlandish to me is crazy. Because there's a lot about the situation that doesn't make sense, not one bit. It just don't make sense at all. All right. They were at the club all night long, right? Posting where they were at. Nobody showed up. They get to the hotel where nobody should know where they're at. And somehow the shooters got the location. Man, it just don't make sense, not one bit. Now, maybe one of the employees dropped the location. Maybe somebody who was at the top dropped the location. But this location was dropped. I would hope that Sauce Walka is not involved. However, videos like the one that Sauce Walka dropped today can't help but just pique my interest and make me hella suspicious. So after this very suspicious death of Sayso P, Sauce Walka in the same video would announce that he's signing his new artist for $250,000.
Brand new record deal, brand new contract for Sauce Mike Deezy, TSF Business, new album on the way. What's the name of my album, Mike D?
Excuse me.
Excuse me, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
Coming out in a few weeks. We drop with /TSF, 1 RPM. Shout out to my boy 1 RPM Guccio. And you know what I'm saying? The deal went through 300,000. You know what I'm saying? So here go my brother Brad, 100 G's. 100 G's. Oh!
Money for that.
Oh, but I forgot. I got something else to tell y'all about too. Cause I'm celebrating life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We celebrating hard work over here, and we gonna celebrate life, cause I could have lost mine. I could have lost my life. You feel me?
Sure.
So this shit ain't nothing but some money.
Sauce Walka claimed he got a $300,000 deal for a Mike Deezy album that he apparently is being featured on, and he gave Mike Deezy $100,000. Mike Deezy got 15,000 monthly listeners. Yo, there's better ways to wire money, bro. All right, or there's better ways to get the money to the Udas, bro. But telling me that you giving Mike Deezy $100,000 for his music, bro, this is come on, bro. Yo, I would hope Sauce Walka isn't dumb enough to try to wash away the money for a hit on a record deal. Nobody in a right mind is giving Mike Deezy $100,000 for a song, bro. Bro, look at yo. Mike Deezy's highest performing records. Okay, this is his highest performing record, which is like 286,000 views. Okay. The rest that dropped, I think within the last 2 or 3 years, got 18,000 listens, 20,000 listens, 2,500 listens. And his fifth most popular song has less than 1,000 listens. So that's why you don't see a number here. This man is the man that you are giving $100,000 to for a record deal. Sauce Walka has just been moving hella sus. I'm not saying he's involved. I don't think he's involved. But him moving sus ain't really helping his case, bruh. It's just not. People look at the scenario and they look at somebody who was close to you, somebody who may have had beef in the city, but shooters who would take somebody's life in broad daylight aren't really like the moral police. They aren't really saving somebody else's life. They not having a chance to take you out and let you live. It just don't work like that, all right? And then one of the Udas who apparently shot you and killed Sayso P, they went to Houston and they died in Houston. All right, it's just too many layers. Because why would the shooter feel safe in Houston after his bullet hit you? It's just so many layers here, bruh, that when you peel it back, they start looking not good for Sauce Walka. So I don't blame anybody for thinking it. I don't personally think it, but I don't blame anybody for looking at, the series of events and thinking, wait, hold on, Sauce, are you involved? Are you involved, Sauce? Now, a lot of people actually gave my brother Seti Nash some flack, because Seti Nash, I think his titles was a little bit more correct, but I think that he forgot to put like a question mark in his title.
But this idiot shit ain't shit. That's why I'm trying to stay away from this dumb ass shit, bro. To say Sauce Walka backdoor Sayso P, the dumbest shit ever for insurance policy. Come on, man. Y'all dumb as bro, just for likes and clicks, bro. Whoever that is said it need to boycott his.
The person who was going off on SETI and bloggers for pushing this backdoor narrative is Mike Deasy. He's the one that Sauce Walka just allegedly signed for like $100,000 cash and $300,000 total, even though he has 15,000 monthly listeners and nobody has ever heard a song from him. That's the dude who is now has an invested interest in making sure these backdoor narratives go away. Again, man, every turn we take, there's something happening that don't smell right. I'm not saying Souls is involved. I'm just saying, man, everything that has happened since Sayso P has passed away just don't smell right. Okay? But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? You guys think Sauce is involved? Do you guys think bloggers and content creators are at fault for people thinking that Sauce is involved? Or you guys feel like, yo, Sauce's own words are the reason why people think he's involved? If you're still watching and you enjoyed this video, then click on this video here to watch it as well. Joe Budden just went off on Adam for saying this on his podcast. You don't want to miss it. Click on this video right here on my screen, somewhere here, okay? I'm going to see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.